right, Manny. Episode 16, I think.
Yeah, 16.
16. I
Yeah,
got it right.
16.
Woohoo!
Yeah, yeah.
I was thinking about it when I was saying episode. I was like, oh shit, what episode are we on? As I scramble my notes, what episode are we on? But it's been an interesting week, to say the least.
Oh, yes, it
Yeah,
has.
especially if you're into, investing, stocks or stonks, as I like to say it,
Stonks,
stonks.
which is something I thought we would never talk about on this
Yeah, I
podcast.
mean it's a thing. I don't understand a whole lot about until this week. I learned a lot. I learned a
Yeah,
lot about
yeah, I
how
was
about
wondering.
how shit
I was,
works.
yeah, I was wondering how. I don't know what the hell's going on with GameStop, AMC. Yeah,
Yeah, I honestly I have no words of what's going on, to be quite honest with you. Like it's just like it's so goddamn funny to see all these like rich billionaires just crying and complaining.
acting like a bunch of babies.
Yeah, and
It's like that. It's like the story of the bully who got taken his own medicine, and then the bully's the one crying.
it reminds me of the Eric Andre meme where he shoots the guy. He's like, you know the Eric Andre show, right?
Yeah, the
Where
one.
he shoots the guy. He's like, oh, why would they do this?
Hmm.
Yeah, it reminds me of that. It's like, why would the American people do this, or why would regular people do this?
It's ironic because the app that's doing it is Robinhood. I'm like,
Yeah, Robin Hood. Yeah, that's
yeah, that's a
ironic.
contradiction if I ever heard of it.
Yeah, it. I think it's outrageous, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm like, really?
Yeah,
That's a shame.
it's awful. Like an app called Robin Hood, and they can't even grasp the concept of Robin Hood. Like, what the fuck?
And so y'all do know what Robinhood is like epitome of, right?
It's like,
Stealing from the
Robin
rich,
Hood gives,
giving to the poor.
steals from the rich, gives to the poor, and then the poor person goes, I'm rich, and then Robin Hood goes, bitch, what?
The what? Am I? Where's my money at?
Yeah. Shame on them. I think honestly they were pressured by like the rich people, and my brother was telling me, I think Robin Hood is owned by those rich people, or something like that.
Yeah,
He was
that's how.
saying, yeah, he was saying
That's so.
absolutely the rich people were pressuring those Robin Hood.
Yeah, totally. I'm willing to bet good money on that.
I, yeah. But be honest, Manny. Have you dabbled into this? Have you put any money in GameStop stock or AMC?
No, and I mean, before the news, I was like, but then after the news, I'm like, I really wish I would have done that.
Yeah, especially when GameStop was like at $3 or $4, I think, at the beginning of the year, or
Hmm.
maybe the end of 20. I don't know about the end of 2020 because GameStop seems to be, or they seem to do pretty decently when new consoles come out.
Hmm.
So I remember when the PS4 and Xbox One were coming out, people were saying, oh, consoles are dead. People are moving on to mobile and stuff. Oh, but when the PS4 and Xbox One came out, the demand was just
Hmm.
incredible. All of a sudden consoles are not dead. Consoles are a thing, and consoles are here to stay. I think that's all that matters. Just a new uh, breath of fresh air. As one might say, because we
Yeah, I got my PS. Yeah, I got all my systems from PS. Well, like the Xbox One, the PS4, and the Switch. I got them all from GameStop.
yeah. I mean, I don't particularly like going there anymore, considering how they treated the pandemic, back in like the
Hmm.
beginning of 2020, around like March, April,
Hmm.
when they like deemed themselves essential.
Okay, I'm like, whatever, GameStop,
Yeah,
and that's
whatever.
why you think,
When
yeah, whatever, GameStop. That's why your business is failing.
yeah,
Bye.
well, I mean, now with like they got $300 shares, like it's like what
I don't think so,
the.
but you get what I'm saying, though.
Yeah,
Like
I
at
know,
the
I know,
time,
I get
like,
it.
whatever.
No,
That's why your
but
business sucks right now.
but you had the best comeback. When I told you, when I in the group chat, we were talking about this. I was like mocking GameStop, but we're essential, and then you're like, yeah, essential dumbasses.
Hmm.
I was laughing so hard at that. It was an interesting couple of weeks, because this was before when Final Fantasy VII remake was coming out,
Hmm.
and it was up in the air if the game was, or physically was, still gonna come out. Because digital, it'd be no problem. It's just a file that people can download. But for people like me, big dumb people like me, they want a physical copy because they want to hold it, smell it, lick it, I don't know. Just
All right, then.
what happened?
No, I was like, alrighty then, licking it.
No, I'm kidding. I don't sniff and lick my shit or games. Maybe I don't know. But anyway, what I was gonna say is that I like my games physical. I like to hold the item. That's just how I am. If it's a game I don't particularly care about, like Call of Duty, I play Call of Duty every year. I like playing those games, but I don't really care if I have a physical copy. I'd rather have a digital copy because it'll be right there. I don't have to swap out the disc or anything. Because what if I'm playing? Just an example, I'm playing Persona and I have the physical copy of Persona. It's just a matter of convenience at that point, right? So I just, right there, Call of Duty, yeah, I feel like it. Blink, right there. I don't have to get up. Because to me, Call of Duty is low effort entertainment in a way. I just don't care about it. But I like playing it, if that makes sense.
No, I get what you're saying.
Yeah. But yeah, back to what GameStop's doing. What's been happening. I have no words, and I'm just like sitting here eating popcorn, looking at what I have, looking at what's happening. I'm actually, as you know, Manny, I am I want to say casual. I'm on Reddit like pretty much almost every day. More specifically, I like on the phone. I don't really go on the actual desktop website, but I have the app on my phone. I go on it, not once in a while, but like almost every day. Look at funny stuff, memes, wrestling, and then I stumbled across when it was all going on, WallStreetBets. I'm like, oh, these guys are funny. Like this is all fucking hilarious. Them talking about like let's hold the line. All the rocket all the rocket emojis. I don't know, man. Like there's a bunch of funny people on that subreddit, and I have not seen someone quote that the Toto song. Hold the line. I know I have a horrible voice for singing, but
He loves the song, folks.
but I love the song. But I have not seen a thread of people quoting that song, and I'm just like, wow, this is like the perfect song for this.
Someone should just drop the link. It's like, I'm surprised nobody has mentioned this yet.
Yeah, I mean, even the X-Men, that obscure line from X-Men 3, hold this line, when they were like fighting Magneto's army, which may or may not be the thumbnail or like the video picture for this episode, may or may not be. I just hope people got that right away when the picture is up on the screen. Because like, why has he got the picture of the X-Men on the line? Oh.
Oh.
Yeah. That's just how my brain operates. I have dumb, obscure references and facts and shit like that.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm like that too sometimes.
Just the like, you ever seen that? I think it's on TikTok. What's a video that lives rent free in your head or something like that? I think it starts off like that. And if you were to ask me, it would probably be a Vine from like 2013. It would probably be the skateboard dad. He's like, hey, I used to skateboard. Oh, my dad just said what? And it's like he's like upside down on doing a handstand on the skateboard. That's a video that probably lives rent free in my head.
What's one that lives rent free in my head? I can't think of none.
I know which one. I think it's the one that it's the chick dressed as what's her face, Futaba, and the voice actress is like reacting to her.
Oh, there you go. That's a good one.
That video lives rent free in your head.
All right, the girl who does Futaba's voice is kind of hot.
I know, she kind of cute. Yeah, the voice actress.
A lot of voice actresses are kind of cute.
But anyway, What are you thinking about all this, Manny? Like, are you happy that billionaires are finally getting to taste their own medicine? Like, especially like the people that use hedge funds and
that's what they get too, because they were taking this way too lightly. If the story that I'm hearing is true, they took GameStop. They didn't take GameStop seriously, and look what happened.
Yeah,
because to bite them in the ass.
Because what I learned from all this is that they do this to shares with companies that aren't doing too good, and GameStop in particular is not doing too good, and they have been for a little while now, right? I think it's been a year or two that they have not been doing good at all.
Yeah, cause I got that. Yeah, cause I learned that from I think Inside Gaming did like the little short summary.
Yeah,
Of,
I didn't watch that video. I just like kind of found out on my own. Like as you know, as like I said, I go on Reddit and somebody explained it on there. Um, what was it? I think Twitter. For once, I went on Twitter. Somebody explained it pretty good over there too, and I was like, okay, cool, I get it now. I don't need to watch a video. Somebody had a good example about like had a really good example. I wish I could remember how it went. I think something about a snake and something about a bear selling apples or something like that. How about the snake buys all the apple, oh, or something about like, hey, can I borrow these apples? Oh, he sells the apples and then waits till the apples gets cheap. He buys them back. Something, yeah, and that was like the most basic, definite or like the basic like explain like I'm five version of how all of this works out.
okay, good. Oh, good thing you said that. I may need to look at that.
Yeah, I think I retweeted it. If Manny, obviously you follow me. I think
Yeah, yeah. I could probably look. I'll look
yeah,
at
if
it.
you go on
I'll
my
just put
Twitter,
it on
I most likely retweeted it probably. Um, I'm honestly just astonished and just speechless of what's going on. It's just like holy shit, man! Like just to see billionaires cry at the mercy of people on Reddit. It's like it's fucking amazing. I think it's
That's
amazing.
comeuppance at its finest,
I think that it's amazing, honestly.
and it deserves a chef's kiss. Mwah.
It's a chef kiss for sure. I just love the rally that the people on Reddit are. They're like hold the line and to the moon with the rocket emoji. It's just so funny. I even like adapted it for myself. I always tell people hold the line. Earlier this afternoon I quoted Toto. I quoted the song hold the line. And you're like,
It even caught the eyes of a certain popular politician who did a Twitch on it yesterday. I didn't get a chance to watch it,
oh,
but
AOC.
yeah, AOC.
I didn't
She did
catch it. I
a
didn't
Twitch
catch it
about it.
either. I didn't catch it.
She put Ted Cruz in her place.
Yeah, I
Which was
saw
like,
that. I saw that. I saw the tweet.
hey, you almost had me killed with your little shenanigans. Get out of here.
Yeah. Yeah. She was saying like she said something, and then Ted Cruz said, "I
But I
agree,"
agree.
and then AOC something about no. I think she told him to like fuck off or something like that.
Yeah, he basically did. He said,
Yeah.
"I don't need your agreement. You
Say
almost got me killed 3 weeks
yeah,
ago."
yeah, it was something like that. Um, but yeah, Manny, that's what's been going on in terms of like big historical. I mean, I don't want to. Like, I don't know if you can call it political. I think it's nowhere near political, but historical for
Yeah,
sure. Um, but yeah, it's just what a timeline we're living in is what I have to say about that.
I agree.
What other things happened in the week? From what I remember, yes, it says that Crystal Dynamics is gonna show off the next gen version of Avengers next month during like a live stream of like their war table. Like I think it's called the
Yeah,
war table. The
because
war
I think
table.
they're announcing Hawkeye come there too.
That Hawkeye is coming.
Yeah.
Oh.
Uh,
And I know you like the subtitle I added. Do we care? Do we care about Avengers at this point?
I mean, I don't care. I want the game to get better. I do want to play it again. I really do. But it's like I'm not playing the game again if it's just then I go do nothing to improve it.
Hmm. Yeah, it's a real shame because I expressed interest, during E3. I was like, oh, this looks cool. Like this would be a decent time. But as the months, I think about a year, and yeah, a year later it came out, and I'm just like, oh god, it looks better, but it's like, oh, there's nothing special. Like it's just Destiny. I mean, I knew it was gonna be like Destiny, but I'm saying like it's boring. This is all you do. Shit. No thanks. Because like I was kind of hoping they would do something like SpiderMan. They would focus. I mean, I'm not saying that. I mean, you told me it's a good story, right? Avengers.
Yeah, it's a good story. The story is great. Like they made what's your name?
Kamala Khan.
Kamala Khan look awesome. Like
Yeah.
he
I
was the
mean,
star of the whole thing, but once he beat the game, it's like, man,
like now what? Yeah. I mean,
he was
when I played the
one of the
beta,
people it is, but
when I, I'm sorry, man. I was gonna say like when I was playing the beta, I had a decent time with it. I was like, oh, this is all right. I was really liking what they were doing with Kamala Khan. I was like, oh, she's cool.
mm-hmm.
But now when the game comes out, I'm just like, oh, nobody gives a shit. Okay, why would I give a shit? I mean, if the PS5 version comes, whenever it comes out, maybe I think it'll come out this year. If not, if it doesn't come out this year, I don't know what to tell you, man.
Mm-hmm.
Don't know what to tell you, Chief. I think it needs to be out if they want this game to maybe survive. People to have more interest in it. Make it free to play, but I don't know what making it free to play would do for it. Like, I think obviously more people would play it, but like, is it good for the game to become free to play?
I think it probably will. Cause it will compel more people to play just to see what it's like.
Right, but then you told me that every character has their own battle pass, like every character, and I'm just like, that's outrageous. Like, that's something that belongs in a free to play game.
Mm-hmm.
Like, why not like what Call of Duty and Fortnite and what other game I forgot? Battlefield? I don't know about Battlefield.
I think Apex does. Apex does.
Apex, that's the same thing. That it must be the game I'm thinking of, because I was thinking it was an EA game. I was like, not Battlefield.
No,
but yeah, they do like a
Apex.
10. It was Apex, yeah. It was like a $10 battle pass. Okay, here, $10. You get all this shit. Have fun, and it's for all the characters. And I'm like, what's so hard about that? Like, why can't Avengers do something like that? Like, that's the part that has me like, why every character needs to have a $10 battle pass? Like, I don't get it.
Yeah, I was like, dude, that makes no sense to me.
It makes sense.
That's money hungry. That's money hungry right there.
Yeah. and the fact that SpiderMan, who knows when he comes out? He's supposed to come out this year, right?
Yeah, well, I don't know if that's happening now, considering how busted
the game is. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I mean, if they manage to come out with Spider-Man this year, I'll give it a shot. I'll play Spider-Man. It's not a big deal. I just don't know, man. Like, all that battle pass nonsense. I'm just over here like, it's turning me off the more I think about it. If they go free to play, all right, that's when I'll try it out. But I won't have high expectations. When I played the beta, I had no expectation, and when I tried it, I was like, oh, cool, this is fine, this is cool, decent. Until when I saw more gameplay and talk about how people saying it's broken, not like broken as like, oh, the glitches, but I'm saying like the systems, like how it all works. It's just like, nah, I'm good. I know you had your fair share of glitches. I remember.
Yep. Oh yeah, ending game alone. I was finding the last guy with just a shield, and I was Captain America. That's all you need to know.
Yeah, that everyone was invisible.
Yeah, I like. Oh, already then.
Yeah.
So this is where the glitches show up. Okay.
Yeah. They're gonna have to do a lot, man, to make people come back, because I think the game sold a lot. Well, because it's Avengers and it was an easy buy for parents. I was like, oh, let's get little Timmy that Avengers game,
And then they see that little Timmy doesn't.
And then little Timmy says, oh, cool. It plays it for 6 hours and drops it and goes back to Fortnite.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, that's enough about Avengers. There's nothing really much to talk about, because quite frankly, I'm just like, I don't know, man. Tomb Raider. Tomb Raider's getting an anime. What do you think?
I'm intrigued, but I'm also like, okay, how are they going to do a Tomb Raider anime? Because
yeah, I mean, I don't know, because I think it's based on the reboot trilogy.
Yeah, that's why I'm more interested in it, because they're saying it's based on the recent trilogy. Okay, this has potential.
All right, good. Yeah, because if it was based on the '90s version, people are gonna get the wrong idea off of it. We're like, whoa.
Yeah. It's gonna be it would have been fan service up the ass.
Yeah, it's good that they're making it about the reboot trilogy, because I think Lara Croft Tomb Raider is more just like, boobs and ass, just her being just a hot character. No, like she is a.
Yeah, in the reboot, she's a freaking badass.
Yeah, she's a fucking badass. So, I mean, that's not saying that the old Lara Croft wasn't a badass. Like, she was a badass, but people just play it because she's a fucking hot woman who can do flips and dips and shoot guns and shoot dinosaurs. But I'm just glad there's more to it in the reboot trilogy. Like, it's just not all that. Like, she's just a person. Like, she is.
Yeah. She actually has the personality.
Exactly. Yeah. Because I'll be honest with you, I never played the old Tomb Raider games.
Neither did I, but I know of them.
Yeah, I know of them.
This one just because it's a remake of one, so you know what? I could say I played a Tomb Raider.
Right.
I played the first one in the reboot, and fucking loved it. I'm actually
Yeah.
thinking about playing that again.
Yeah, it was great. I thought it was really good. It's a little light on the actual tomb raiding because you have to go out of your way and find them.
Yeah, but when you find them, though,
Yeah,
the fun is all
yeah,
too.
and then
They make you feel like
Rise.
a badass for
Yeah,
getting them done.
and then in Rise they actually made it into like an actual thing. And then with Shadow, I didn't play a lot of Shadow, but I do plan on going back to it because it's I mean I own the game, but it's free on PS Plus, so that way the interest is there now. Like people are talking about it, maybe I can like look up some guides and maybe, to complete the game.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's the first game to be developed or to not be developed by the usual developer, which is funny because we were just talking about Avengers. They actually worked. They went to work on Avengers while somebody else worked on the third Tomb Raider game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Didn't they say they're making another one, like a fourth, or was Shadow it? Like that was it?
Shadow is supposedly it, but
Okay.
we never know though.
Yeah, because I heard something about really quick that the next Tomb Raider game would be one that would unify the reboot and the original. Like I'm like, in what way? Like you're pleasing both fan bases? Like what do you mean?
Oh no, don't please don't do that.
I was like,
Please.
I don't know, man. Like
That I'm gonna get so confused. I'm like, huh?
it'll be like a Crisis on Infinite Earth. You have two Lara Crofts.
One's evil, one's evil, the other one's good. So no, please don't do that.
And then the old school Lara Croft will pull what's her name? A Sindel. Too bad you will die.
Well, no.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm excited. I mean, I like Tomb Raider, even though I've only played the reboot trilogy, but I am a fan of those games. I think Lara Croft's a great character. I love the games. I love her story. They didn't say what production or what company or what studio's working on the anime.
Yeah, I think they just said, "Hey, we're making it. Everything else, you'll find out soon."
And it was Netflix, right? It was gonna be a Netflix one. Okay,
Yeah,
so it's got money behind it. So okay, that's good to hear.
That's one thing that has potential because Netflix they put out.
You were cutting off, Manny. What were you saying?
Okay, yeah. No, I won't say.
That Netflix has been putting out good anime.
Yeah, when it comes to Netflix, they've been putting out like pretty good anime. High Score Girl, I'm looking at you.
Oh yeah, I mean that I think what they did with High School Girl, I think all Netflix did was just brought it over here. I don't know if it had money, like it was produced by somebody else. I think Netflix just brought it over, but yeah, they did a good job bringing over anime that I think like another distribution company wouldn't think any of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, Netflix is really good on that. High School Girl is pretty good. Let's see. I think this is the big one right here. Because I can't really think about what other things to talk about this week. Obviously, the GameStop stock was, I think, probably one of the biggest.
Yeah.
But I think this one, I have a lot of things to say about this one. Is that the Resident Evil 4 remake? Just recently, that it's like starting over. Not so much starting over, but there's some like development troubles with it.
Sure.
Yeah, did you hear about that?
Nope, and I'm already intrigued.
Okay.
They were hinting at it like crazy in the Resident Evil 8 in the Village stream.
So let me paint you a picture. So this is from what I remember, that the developers of Resident Evil 3, like Resident Evil 3 the remake, those guys were the ones getting ready to make the remake for Resident Evil 4. Let's just put it this way. If I'm mistaken and it's not the RE3 devs, it's another dev outside, not Capcom, not an internal Capcom studio. So the story is that Capcom took a look at what these guys are doing, and Capcom is not pleased at all of what they're seeing.
Holy shit. Well, they probably went to go look at what they're doing because I'm not going to say Resident Evil 3 was a disaster, but considering it's like a beloved game in the series, they're probably like, okay, let's go see what these guys are doing. Because Resident Evil 3 remakes would have been like amazing.
Yeah, RE3, the remake, not too hot. It's not terrible, but it just could have been better. A lot of questionable things were...
Yeah, they're saying that the game was way too short.
That too. But, Manny, really quick, if you really think about it, RE4 is essentially Capcom's Final Fantasy VII.
Basically, because that's the one everybody knows.
Yeah,
When you
like
say
that.
Resident Evil,
If you think of
either
Resident Evil,
say
if you think of Resident
either
Evil,
say
what do you
Resident
think
Evil
of?
2 or Resident Evil 4.
Yeah, when you think of when you think of Resident Evil, what do you think of? 2? No, a lot of people are gonna think about 4.
Yeah,
When
it's
someone
that.
thinks about Final Fantasy, what are they gonna think about? Oh, 7. That's just how it is. Uh,
So,
so the
so
story is that Capcom went over to this other studio, who were remaking it. They were making the RE4 remake. Capcom's like, yeah, we don't like what's going on here. We're gonna take this in house. See you later. They just said no, we're gonna do this ourselves. You guys can
yeah,
fuck off.
yeah. Oh no, we're not letting you do this with Resident Evil 4,
Yeah,
like our
cause
most
yeah,
popular game.
exactly. Like, could you imagine if an RE4 remake came out and it wasn't like amazing? Like, it wasn't good.
Holy sh! Yeah, then yeah, it wasn't good, and they have and they have like a Resident Evil. They got the new game coming out like in a few months. It
Right.
wasn't good. No, all hell would have broke loose.
Mm-hmm. So I think Capcom cared way too much, and they're just doing it themselves, and I think that's really good. And it's the same thing that Square Enix did for Final Fantasy VII Remake. It was CyberConnect 2 that was supposed to make FF7, right? But then Square saw what they were doing, and they were like, you know what?
Yeah, yeah. My
We're gonna
brother.
take this in house. You guys are good. You guys are good for the day.
Yeah, my brother-in-law told me that story that CyberConnect was supposed to work on this.
Mm-hmm.
Square so basically says no.
Yeah,
Give this to us.
they just didn't like, because they wanted to control the quality, and they couldn't because CyberConnect 2 was doing it, and those guys worked fast, but quality, hit or miss.
Yeah.
Hit or miss with them. I do think CyberConnect 2, they make good, decent games. Like, I liked Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. I thought it was great, but is it like an amazing game, like a deep? The mechanics are deep and whatnot. I was like, not really. No, it's just, I really, not
It's just a really fun game.
a what?
It's just a fun game.
Yeah, it's just an overall fun time waster. You know what I mean? Like, it's not a game where you sit down and you like mess with the mechanics and you just like get in there. You know what I mean? No, like Dragon Ball Kakarot, you just mash the fucking button. That's all you do. Yeah. So what Square did is that they weren't a fan of what's happening, and Square was like, okay, we're gonna take this in house. You guys are good. They pulled a Thanos. They're like, fine, we'll do it ourselves. They put on the Infinity Gauntlet. So that's
the guy's like, okay, you guys are good. So,
yeah, they were like, go ahead and clock out for me.
Hey man, I'm gonna need you to go ahead and clock out for me for the day.
Yeah. So that's what Capcom did right now with this other studio, and Capcom now themselves are going to remake RE4. Presumably, I think with the same team that did RE2 remake, like they're gonna do what they did for RE2 remake. They're going to reimagine RE4. Because it looks like what the other team was doing was literally just remaking RE4. Like, it's gonna be the same shit. Nothing's gonna change.
Oh, good. Cause that's what they did with RE2. They just remade it.
Yeah, they just reimagined it. Like, it's not a tank control PS1 game. They added stuff. They changed stuff. For the better. They made it into a modern game, just like what they did with FF7 remake, and now RE2 remake.
Mm-hmm.
And now they want to do the same RE4 remake, and I'm like, great, improve upon the original, because there are plenty of things to be improved upon the original, even though the original is still fun to play through today, but it could sure use an update, and I'm all for it, dude. And I'm like, Capcom, fellas, take your time, man, because that is a very important game that you cannot fuck up.
Yeah, very true.
It is.
That, and it's honestly the game that made Leon a household name.
Absolutely. I mean, RE2, but RE4 just took it up to a next level.
Yeah,
they made him into an action star in that game.
they made Leon into like a badass.
Yeah.
They kind of made him into that character that's seen some shit. But as a dude, Leon's seen some shit, bro.
Yeah, he doesn't care anymore. He just wants to whoop ass.
He wants to whoop ass and try to bone
Ada. Yeah.
That's like his life goals right there.
Yeah, and I'm over here like, dude, why don't you like hang out with Claire? It's like, why are you going after Ada?
What? I don't know.
Hey, something we gotta ask.
That's a toughie.
Something we gotta ask Leon ourselves.
What's a dude? Why? He said, why can't you hang out with Claire?
Yeah, Chris is telling Leon, dude, Claire's available.
Yeah.
Ada doesn't give two shits about you.
She's available, dude.
Yeah.
Hello.
Ada does not care about you. Like, she is playing with you, boy. Claire is available.
Yeah.
Like, Chris is telling him, like, he's giving him Leon permission.
Mhm.
Yeah. But anyway, I mean, look, if they want to change something like that, I mean, dude, as long as the game's good, I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Capcom, take your time, because
Yeah, take your
Resident Evil
time.
4, that's one you better not fuck up.
No, they can't. They can't, because I think if they fuck up RE4 Remake, sad to say, I think RE might go into hibernation after that.
Mm-hmm.
But they could, because they said it'll be out in 2023, and I'm just like, shit, that's 2 years from now. Fuck, dude, if you guys can get it done by then, and it's awesome, great. But take your goddamn time, for please.
Yeah.
Like, look what happened with FF7. Yeah, they took forever, right? But hey, the game was good.
It was worth it.
The game was good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, there were some small issues with it, right? I had my problems with it, but it was still a fun game.
For me, it wasn't really a problem. It was just like annoyances. Like,
yeah, it was super polished, right?
Stupid
yeah.
Like that stupid Hell House fight.
Oh yeah, that took a bit.
Yeah, that got annoying. But then after that, it was just fun after that.
My issue was more towards the combat, where when you're like, let's say you're gonna be in a situation where you're stuck with Cloud and Aerith, and there's gonna be enemies that are like aerial, like they're flying around.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, you can use Aerith, but sometimes Aerith can't do that much damage compared to Cloud. Why can't Cloud just jump and fuck him up? Yeah, he could, right? He could jump up, but it's so awkward.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know if you noticed that in your playthrough.
Yeah, now that you mention it, I did notice.
Same with like Tifa. I know you have Barret; he can shoot him down, right? But there are times that you don't have Barret on your team.
Yeah.
So, and Tifa, what can she do? I mean, yeah, you can throw magic at them, like you can throw fire or thunder. Yeah, but like, what if you don't have an EMP?
I got freaking Tifa, who could jump up and attack people with freaking dolphins.
Yeah, like, could you imagine her doing a dive kick? Wait, couldn't she do a dive kick? And it's been such a long time since I played FF7R.
Yeah, she did a dive kick. It was like part of her little limit break combo.
That's right. Yeah, dude, that's how long it's been since I played FF7R. I don't remember what Tifa moves are.
Oh, by the way, speaking of Tifa, Harada-san, put Tifa in Tekken.
Yeah,
that's all.
Harada, if you're listening, which I doubt you are.
Yeah.
Please.
And then just proceed to say, "There, don't ask me for shit no more."
Yeah, well, Tifa's in Tekken 7. All right, there, don't ask me for shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I love Harada. I love him. I remember watching a video long time ago when Harada-san, he like sneaked up on Max. They were like watching a Guilty Gear presentation at Evo at the time, and Harada snuck up behind Max. He's like, "Oh, Harada-san, how are you doing?" Like, super casual. He's like, "Hey, when are you making Tekken Tag Tournament 3?" And he and Harada's like, "Hey, no." It's like, don't fuck with me with that. Don't ask me for shit. It was a really funny clip. I don't know if you ever saw that.
I could hear him saying that. Yeah, don't fuck with me.
Yeah, it's like, don't, son, don't.
don't please.
Yeah, if I find it, I'll send it to you. It's really funny. Their conversation. Max was like trying to tease him. Hey, Tekken Tag 3? No, okay, no, all right.
There was a game that they gotta make again, but I'm pretty sure it won't due to the whole DLC nonsense that they went through.
Oh, the Street Fighter Cross Tekken.
Yeah, that game was a fucking blast, but
yeah,
the whole DLC,
the gems,
nonsense
yeah, and the gems too.
Yeah, the gems too. Those two things ruined it. But other than that,
it was sad too, because I liked playing that game.
I loved it.
I was more. I mean, I was already pumped for Street Fighter Cross Tekken, but they also announced Tekken Cross Street Fighter. When the first one, Street Fighter Cross Tekken, I was like, oh, cool, this is awesome. The gems, I gotta work with it. But like I said, the DLC characters is what like kind of killed it for me. I was like, oh, come on, man, like that's fucked up. But just okay, how about they make Tekken Cross Street Fighter like the best one? No, never came out.
Yeah, it never came out. Tickets. No. Unless Harada just comes out of nowhere. Oh, by the way, don't think we forgot about this.
Yeah, oh, it's right here. He pulls that out of his pocket. Tekken Cross Street Fighter. No, but in a way, Tekken Cross Street Fighter lives in the way of Akuma being in Tekken 7.
That is true.
Yeah, so I think that's like the only redeeming, like the arc, the end of the arc about that game is that Akuma made his way to Tekken 7. In the lore, mind you. He's just not there as a guest. He's just in the lore of Tekken 7.
Yeah, he's like part of the Taken story.
Yeah, like that's the incredible part, that they fit him into the Tekken universe without just him just showing up. And if I recall correctly, isn't Geese Howard in Tekken as well as DLC?
Geese, Noctis,
Yeah, Noctis for sure. I remember. Well, obviously,
Negan.
Negan.
Was
Yeah, like how
still
do you explain
Noctis.
those guys?
Is it, yeah, man, Negan for Walking Dead? Is it, huh?
Huh?
Is it, don't ask.
Yeah.
Don't ask. Just know that he's kind of fun to play as. So I can imagine Negan like in a Mortal Kombat game.
Yeah, I was like saying Negan Mortal Kombat fits so well, and Tekken it's like, huh? I'm not complaining, but huh?
Yeah, the freaking super move in Tekken 7 is a damn freaking fatality.
How much you want to bet that when Ash ever shows up in a game, it's not Mortal Kombat, but it's Tekken? How would you feel about that?
I'll be happy that he's in the game, but it would be like super weird. Like, okay.
Yeah, I think Ash would be a better fit for Mortal Kombat.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, Manny, according to my notes, we're all out of topics here. If you want, we can call it a day, unless you have something to talk about.
No, I don't got much to talk about unless you want to talk about Resident Evil 8 for a little bit. Because I just recently heard that a few gaming places got that game listed as an open world game.
Huh? Like, really? Okay.
Like a semi-open world game.
Okay, so it's like, okay, all right.
I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, but it makes sense because the castle, and then you can go outside the castle, right?
Yeah, that's. I think that's what they meant.
I'm
like, okay,
that open world Resident Evil game. I don't know, man.
Yeah,
wasn't that Outbreak? I never played Outbreak, but wasn't Outbreak kind of like that?
I didn't play Outbreak neither.
Oh, okay. Because I remember people talking about Outbreak where you play as like random nobodies, right? And they're like in groups or whatever. Or I'm probably thinking of another game.
No, you play. Yeah, because everybody picked the freaking nurse because she was like the only one who could heal people.
Right. Because Max brought up a really interesting point that they should make like a battle royale Resident Evil game, and I'm just like, I'm down. Give me a big ass map. Put it in Raccoon City. I'm down.
Let me see. You think people are really gonna be walking around everywhere in the new Resident Evil game? No, they're gonna be looking for Lady D, that vampire.
Oh, the tall vampire lady. Yeah.
Yep. Freaking. Well, I'm not even gonna talk shit. I'm gonna be looking for her too. So.
Yeah, I'd be like, hey, where you at? I want to talk to
you.
Hey, where you? Girl, where you at? I want to have a talk.
We finally meet. She talks to me. Talk me harder, mom.
As she chokes you. Hey, I found you. Hey, you found me.
Hey, you found me. Take out her claws harder. Wait, what?
Wait, what? Game over.
Game over. I lose. Kill me.
Yeah. It's gonna be interesting when the game comes out. People are gonna actively look for her.
I'm telling you, like, if you see on TikTok, there's either cosplays about her, or like there's this funny video, like a girl who cosplays as her, and she just shows the comments of everything is saying. And damn, that's a kind of disturbing one.
Yeah.
I want to
like it's fine to like a character, but when you take it too far,
I'm like Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah. You can love a character.
And the girl was like, y'all got some fucking problems.
Yeah, it's like, you can love a character, but there's a limit.
Yeah, there's a limit, dude, and you kind of just went over it. Oh, and not to make this thing end on a damper. Did you hear about who passed away? The girl who did one of the voices for the vampire girls.
Yeah, I heard about that.
I heard about it like 2 days ago. I was like, oh, that's terrible.
That's terrible. And fortunately, all her lines are recorded, so it's not like.
Yeah.
But damn, that's still sad. Damn. Never got to see her work, or never got to see her work in RE8. That's sad.
Yeah. Well, Capcom did like a nice gesture towards her, though. They just like put her like a heart, but like the character she played. And, oh, that was nice of them.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So really quick, Minnie, what games have you been playing?
Let's see. I was just about to start. I just bought Hitman 3, of course, for reasons.
Of course.
Let's see. I've been playing that. I was just playing Garo Mark of the Wolves. I want to play Hitman 3 later. But I haven't really been playing too much stuff this week. I just started playing Highway Warriors again, Age of Calamity. So yeah, I haven't been playing too much. Yourself? Same old thing?
Yeah, just Black Ops. You know, I'm just waiting for Ratchet and Clank, to be honest with you, at this point. Didn't play Battlefront. Just Black Ops. Did I tell you that my Nintendo Switch? I woke up. Yesterday morning I woke up and I saw that my Switch had an orange screen. I completely forgot to tell you about this. I looked at my desk and I have my Switch there and it had an orange screen. And I'm just like, was somebody using it? Because I know I have siblings. They like to come, they go in my room. They want to use my Switch. They grab it and whatever. So I thought, somebody forgot to do something. I was like, oh, okay. I picked it up. It was just a blank orange screen. And I was just like,
oh, shit.
Okay. And I looked it up on my phone. What does an orange screen mean on a Switch? And it said in bold, your system needs to be repaired. And I'm like, oh, God. And then I looked into the article. Okay, try this. Hold the power button for 12 seconds. If it turns off, cool. Turn it back on. If the orange screen shows up again, you're fucked.
Oh, damn.
I was like, okay.
That's not fair for you.
So I was like, okay. God, I was just having a heart attack here. It's like my Switch died or something. No. So I held the button for 12 seconds. It turned off. I let it sit there for 2 seconds. I turn it back on. It works. I'm booted back to the screen. I see all my games. And I'm over here like, whew. So I had a scare with my Switch.
No, I know what I'm going to do when we're done with this show.
Yeah.
Check with my screen.
Yeah, check if your screen is all good. But it needs to needs to look like it's on and it's orange. For some reason, orange or blue. I don't know if it has a different code, but it was just orange. And I looked into it. I thought like it froze, like somebody was playing with it and it froze or whatever. Because it looked like it was loading up the eShop or something like that, right? Like it was like in the middle of loading. It was just a blank orange screen, and I just said, "What the fuck?" And I fixed it just like that. I just hope it doesn't happen again. As I look at my Switch, it's all normal. But yeah, mind you, it wasn't like laying there. It was on the dock. It was on the dock, and it had the orange screen going on. So that's the part that image comes back, and I'm just like, why is it like this? Like, what happened here? So yeah, that's what happened to me in terms of gaming. I played Black Ops, and my Switch almost died.
Nice story.
Yeah, thank you. Well, Manny, this could be our shortest episode yet, because like I said, a lot happened in the week, but we're not exactly people who or two dudes who are into investing, so we can't really talk about the situation in depth. We just talk about that happened, and billionaires are crying, and we love it.
Yeah.
And there's other things like I said, RE4, the Tomb Raider anime, but couldn't really think of anything other. If this was a movie podcast, we'd be sitting here for another 2 hours talking about Godzilla versus Kong. Which I really hope we can do a movie cast one day. It would be all about DC and MonsterVerse stuff, and I would just talk for 2 hours and not and you would actually fall asleep on me. I would say, like, you would fall asleep.
I would be like, I thought there was 2 people on this show. We're talking about MonsterVerse.
We're talking about MonsterVerse, fucker. We're talking about Godzilla. Peasant.
Guy, pathetic.
Well, anyway, Manny, we're nearing the 45-minute mark. You say you played Hitman 3?
No,
You're about to play it? Okay, I was going to say, if you played a little bit, would you recommend it already?
Yeah, I've been hearing nothing but good things about it. So.
Yeah, me too. I'm down to try it out one day, but it would have to be the PS5 version, so whenever that version goes on sale for a good price, I'll pick it up. Take your word for it. Because it's supposed to be like the ultimate Hitman game, right? It's got like all the maps from like all the previous ones. Mm-hmm. So yeah,
it's the last game in this, I guess, arc of the Hitman game.
Okay, like this trilogy that they made.
Yeah, like this trilogy is supposed to be like the last one.
Okay. Well, that's good. I'll keep my eyes on it. For me, I can't really recommend. I guess people should play. I mean, I wouldn't. I mean, not everyone is a fan of Call of Duty, right? So, really quick, really random game. A Short Hike. People should go play A Short Hike. It's a really good game.
So,
That's the game I told you about on the Switch. It looks like a
yeah, I remember you telling
yeah. It's like $5. It's a really good game.
me. Okay.
Yeah, it's a really good game. Really short. You can beat it in like an hour and a half. I mean, that's how long it took me, but it's wholesome. I like it.
Okay, I'll check it out.
All right, Manny. Appreciate you being here. All right.